It's no surprise that crypto is depressed. Bitcoin fell from about $98,000 in the middle of January down to a measly $74,000, losing 24% over about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Now, the big question that a lot of you have, and I'm seeing this all over X right now, all over YouTube, is this our mega reversal moment? Because if we just kind of go back in time a little bit over here to April, I mean, to be real, BTC just fell down to this support level. Are we going to see a mega reversal right here for Bitcoin right now, back up to $124,000? And what about gold? Gold continues to push back up higher. If anything, I think it's pegged to go up way, way, way higher. So does that mean this is the right time to pivot from gold into Bitcoin? I'm going to talk about all of that here on the Coin Bureau podcast. What's up? My name is Aaron Dishman from The Better Traders. Subscribe, like the video. Let's get into it. First, BTC. Let's just give you guys the bullish outlook right now. If I were just to copy the exact price action that we saw from here up to our top in 2026, taking our candles, superimposing, there's a couple of things that we would have to assume would happen next. For one, if we were to see an exact copycat move of what happened back over there to today, we should be seeing Bitcoin spring back up real fast. If Bitcoin happened to do anything close to this, I would be very, very surprised. And this actually would cause the charts to go crazy, especially a big push of this overhead resistance level, which has a target, if it plays out exactly the same as it did before, at 89K. While this is the not so likely outcome, anything is possible. Maybe the Clarity Act or the Genius Act or all that stuff is actually going to turn things around for crypto. Personally, I think that this is the least likely outcome, but there is a chance that we could see a repeat move to some extent. Now, if you guys have been paying attention, you also have been paying attention to the signs. We're starting to see some clearly bearish signs here with the TBO. Bearish TBO breakdowns at the bottom of the move, strong bearish on the daily, super strong bearish on the weekly, confirmation of a bear market here for BTC on the 6th, as well as for total ES, representing the total crypto market cap, pinpointing the exact top here on the week of the 6th. And since then, it's fallen down a lot, 41%. But could it bounce back up from here? Anything is possible. Not everything is likely. So what am I saying? Well, I'm saying that it has done something like this in the past, where we saw a big blow off top like this during bear market summer 2021, and it shot back up to a higher high. Some might argue, which would be me, that that's basically what this was right here. There's our pullback, there's a new all-time high, and now we're going to be going lower. That's what I personally expect. That also is what the TBO is telling me, with the TBO open short, the pink triangle here, confirmed on the week of the 22nd of December, 2025, just like it was back over here, the week of April 25th, 2022, confirming the bear market, and it dropped a whole lot lower after that. Now, the argument for people that are in gold to rotate into BTC is flimsy at best, but we cannot ignore the signs of a parabolic blow-off top that happened last week. Seeing gold topping out over here at 5602 is certainly an incredible achievement, given the fact that it pushed above this 2.272 Fibonacci extension at basically $4,200. And within the span of 15 weeks, 15 bars, up 30%. That is a massive achievement for gold. The other thing you have to consider for gold is that it is macro bullish. Look at the TBO cloud, for instance. All 4 of these lines are all independently pointing up. There's the TBO slow line, there's the TBO medium slow, medium fast, and then fast. They're all pointing up in unison to the right, up and to the right. While there will be many people looking at last week's pullback as that was it, we're all done, I actually believe that gold has more juice left in it, that gold will push above 56K and it will actually be heading up here to 6,500. Why? Well, if we look at the state of the world right now. Things are not rosy-posy. Things are very, very, very much uncertain. And when things are uncertain, we see people flock to gold. In my opinion, this is a buy the dip opportunity for gold, and we're already starting to see it snap back. Don't be fooled. There will be resistance here at about $5,400, but gold should be bouncing up even higher and harder. It is showing signs, slow signs, early signs of exhaustion. What about silver? Silver is also plotted to go back up here to 122 and even possibly up higher to $200. Yes, I'm not kidding. While the euphoria has died down for a minute, and this was a pretty devastating 38% drawdown for silver, we have seen many such drawdowns, and it keeps pumping higher. If we go to the weekly time frame for silver, same thing applies. Look at this market. The TBO slow line pointing up, medium slow, medium fast, and then fast. All four moving averages pointing up and to the right. You have to understand that as devastating of a sell-off as this was, this is a buy the dip moment. That's how the market is interpreting it. Now, I want you to visually look at this chart. Let me just turn off everything else just for a second. If we look at the chart for silver, if we look at the chart for gold, and we consider how bullish these look, and then look at Bitcoin. Now, you give me a good reason as an investor in gold to want to buy this asset instead of buying this asset or this asset. I personally don't see a shining example of why I should be buying Bitcoin when it's clearly bearishly falling, when it's lost a lot of steam and it's not strong bullish. Gold has been on a killer run, admittedly so. I am quite envious. I'm not going to lie. Since 2024, down at $2,000, shooting all the way up here, 174% in 2 years is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Now, is it sustainable? No, there will be a reversal. So what are your options right now for crypto? Option one is you can buy gold with Bitcoin. Some exchanges offer you the ability to buy PAXG, and you can buy that on the BTC markets. You can do that with Binance, Kraken, KuCoin, and other places. Sometimes it might be XAUT, depending on Bitfinex. That's what they have available. Poloniex, Up Bitcoin X. So there are some variations of this where you can get Tether Gold or Pax Gold, but essentially that's your ticket. There are also other exchanges where you can be trading this as well on crypto exchanges. You can be trading silver and gold on lots of supported exchanges that are even supported by Coin Bureau, which are going to actually, let me show you right now in the description below. There's a ton of stuff down there, and it will take you over here to the Coin Bureau website, to the deals page. Basically, a lot of these exchanges already offer you the ability to trade, buy and sell gold on crypto exchanges. That's the state of the market right now. But again, looking at the strong bullish uptrend for gold, for silver, I don't think it's going to calm down. And I want to share why I think it's actually poised to go up in a second. But you've got to check out the Coin Bureau Club. Do yourself a favor. There's tons of alpha shared there every single day. The community is fantastic. Guy and Nick on the main Coin Bureau channel are sharing posts and updates and thoughts on the market, as well as Dan, the head of research, which is also on my channel, the Coin Bureau Trading channel, or where I'm invited to be a contributor to. So I want to go back over here for a second to talk about gold. I do believe that gold has the ability to push up here to $6,500, which is an increase of 33%. I think that will continue to push up higher. Silver is basically Ethereum to Bitcoin. Silver to gold is Ethereum to Bitcoin, meaning that a 33% move brings us back here. So we should be expecting something a lot bigger for silver to come. And if we use our fib extensions, again, we have a target here of 122. We could see another crazy parabolic move for silver. I know it seems crazy, but right now, all the attention is on this market. Precious metals right now are hot. Now, if we look here at PAXG BTC, we can very clearly identify a super annoying uptrend that really got started back over here early August 2025. 2 TBO close shorts, TBO breakout over here on the 10th, So on that 10-10 liquidation event, just porting Bitcoin over to gold, you would be up 78% since then. So again, there are off-ramp options where you don't just have to sell your BTC, but you can use it to buy gold. I've also seen people talk about this chart saying, this is the perfect time for people that have gold to buy Bitcoin. Again, I struggle to see what you guys are seeing, but that's okay because I don't really want to see it because I don't think it's there yet. Now let's take some practical steps to identify where a good level to accumulate, or rather pivot from gold to Bitcoin would be. Historically speaking, this chart will bottom out just like BTC bottoms out. And when it does, we have some pretty great entries here. Like back over here, December had a short rally of 200%, ultimately topping out at 1,334%. The bottom here in November 2022, rallying all the way up here to January, was a 353% return. So there are some great opportunities to buy Bitcoin that will actually outperform gold. I don't think we're there yet. So another thing to consider is drawdown. The last time that we had drawdown, pretty big drawdown here for BTC against gold, it was drawdown that's basically on par with what the stablecoin value did, about 84%. If we go over here to our top in November, to our bottom in November, that's a 76% drawdown. So we know that the drawdown gets less and less each year. If we take the same idea and we go down less, like 70%, then perhaps when the BTC to gold ratio is at about 11 or so, that would seem like a reasonable area or target to consider pivoting from gold to Bitcoin with the express purpose of seeing a better return on your investment compared to just buying and holding gold. Even though gold, I still believe, is set to go up higher, I think that we can all clearly recognize a parabola when we see one. And usually parabolas have a blow-off top. While I do think it can go up higher, this strongly resembles Bitcoin way back in 2017, this rally right here specifically. And every single blow-off top for BTC is a devastating pullback of 40% or more. And that marks a very clear top. While Bitcoin does continue to push up higher, just like I think gold will inevitably push up higher, there are opportune times to start pivoting away from gold and into Bitcoin. And again, I don't think it's right now. I think we're going to see gold outperform Bitcoin just a bit more, and then it starts to become advantageous for us to pivot into Bitcoin instead of pivoting into, or rather holding onto our gold that might lose its value while Bitcoin is moving up higher. Keep in mind, Bitcoin is still an extremely volatile asset. Gold will hold up so much better if there's some sort of market crash or chaos that happens in the global, political, or financial landscape. We all know this very, very, very well. But it doesn't take away from the fact that Bitcoin just does some things better than gold. And I know some of you might not agree with me on that, and that's okay. But you have to admit that Bitcoin's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. And the moment that there is mass adoption, the moment that we see more governments starting to take Bitcoin seriously, we will see Bitcoin shoot up a lot higher than gold. It will happen. But until there's that sense of security, until there's stronger regulations around Bitcoin, it's going to be a couple of years at least. So am I looking to pivot out of any gold that I have to buy Bitcoin right now? No. I still think that we could see gold outperform Bitcoin a lot more. And conversely, the PAXG BTC chart, this one could still move up a lot higher as well. So if you're holding Pax Gold instead of BTC and you're looking for places to scale out or to consider scaling out, you can use fib levels to determine where you might want to consider scaling out. So let me just show you real quick. There we go. So we're already at the 618. My guess is that we're going to see it shoot up here, probably to the 786. If we see a double top, I'd be surprised. Another thing that we're going to want to look out for is we're going to look out for RSI hitting some crazy overbought levels where things are just overheated and the market's just super frothy. Wait, that's happening right now. So I do think that the pivot away from gold to Bitcoin will happen. I don't think it's happening yet. This is the weekly. It's going to take weeks for this to happen. But we will know what to watch out for when we start to see weakness form in gold and strength form in Bitcoin. And I think that's going to be a smart move to pivot away from gold and into Bitcoin to catch the bottom of the next rally, which honestly, I think BTC is going to be somewhere around here in October, around 35K or so. But again, crazy good returns, great level to accumulate BTC at, in my opinion. I know that this is not everybody's cup of tea. A lot of you are very much firm in your beliefs of, no, why would I want to hold Bitcoin? I only want to see it, touch it, feel it, taste it. I want to cut it off. If the world implodes, I want to be able to have my gold bars in my safe. I get it. And some of you are like, why would I ever want gold? I can't go and travel the world and move my money around. It takes forever. If I'm going to try to sell my gold, I have to bring it to an appraiser. It's going to take forever. And they're not actually going to give me market value for it. They're going to take a huge cut. So I understand both sides of the argument, but you have to understand that there are benefits to watching the market and there are benefits to knowing when to pivot into and out of certain assets. And while I don't think we're there yet, we will get to an inflection point where it is actually more profitable to have Bitcoin versus gold. Again, not there yet, but I've given you some really, really good charts to watch to give you an idea of when it might be a great time to do this pivot. Before you go, you're going to watch this video because it's going to help you understand where we are, where we're headed, and how I think 2026 is going to unfold. And until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.